Walking capital. Now, here's an astounding statistic. 405,000 people walk to work. Today, we have with us the walking editor of American Health magazine and author of the soon-to-be-published book, The Complete Book of Exercise Walking. So let's welcome Gary Yanker.
Pumping iron, aerobic exercise, jogging, even in the world of exercise, it seems it's just time to get back to basics. Today, Gary Yanker, author of Exercise Walking, is with us to explain how one of the healthiest ways to shape up may be just good old walking.
Just putting on my walking shoes, Cindy. We've got a guy who's written the complete book of exercise walking. Walking is incidentally just terrific for you.
It is good for you.
I like it better than jogging myself.
Sometimes you're given walking shoes when you don't want them.
Are you telling me something, Cindy? Anyway.
No, these are really nice. All right, this is Gary.
Book, and this is Gary
Yanker.
Yanker. And Gary, it's nice to have you on the show.
Complete book of exercise walking.
I think walking is up there with life's basic needs and wants and enjoyments. Your body was built to walk. So walking is that basic activity prescription that you need to just stay healthy. It's such a healthful, safe, accessible, fun exercise, more than any other exercise. People have to find that out. We said 50 million Americans walk for exercise. Well, there are another 50 million who do nothing and almost are proud of it sometimes. And there are also people who do other exercises that might be injurious or they can't do their whole life. And I think that walking is so natural, so much part of us. It's like sitting, standing, but it really has much greater benefit that the word has to get out. Walking is that sport or exercise that's most accessible to people. You can do it at a real slow speed, and you can do it at a real fast speed. And you can do it if you're young, you can do it if you're old, and if you're middle-aged. And you can do it all the seasons round, even in the winter. You can go out in winter walk. What other sport or exercise has that kind of flexibility? People just take it for granted or just don't know how to use it as an exercise. Bodies were built for walking. They weren't built for sitting. They weren't built for lying down. They weren't even built for standing still. The bodies were built for walking. The biomechanical structure of the body is to walk. And when we walk, we don't injure ourselves. Other sports that are more intense or involve a different motion, like jumping or running, produce a shock to the skeletal structure, and the injury rate is very high. And sometimes the permanent injury rate defeats the whole purpose of the exercise and the stress of the exercise. But with walking, it's virtually injury-free. Is there any other sport you can do that has continuous rhythmic motion, that provides cardiovascular training, weight control, and muscle development? There is none. There is none. If you try something else, it's either too dangerous, too inconvenient, or too expensive to do. Walking is really the people's sport.
Walking man, walk on by my door.
I think most Americans will agree it's a good thing, and I don't want to turn it into something fanatical. You know, I think that they understand it as part of life. Let's keep it there and just enhance it in that context.
He's the walking man, born to walk on walking man.